And I'm Catherine Dillon. Transportation has changed the way we interact with each other on a day-to-day basis. Our group takes a look at 3 levels where transportation is included. First, we have an industrial scene and we look at the transportation within that. Second, we take a look at local agriculture and our local economy. Third, we take a look at an urban scene and the transportation within it. This is Fueling America and Beyond. And Callison, JD and I were the decorating team, and Cody, Josh, and Danny were the building team.
Our machine starts out with the removal of the dowel, which drops a weight. The weight pulls a string through our pulley system and opening up our first car door. The car is released, knocks a weight off, which applies a force to our first lever. As the weight drops, pushes the other side of the lever up, applying force on our fluid power step. This fluid goes through the syringe, pushes up on our bucket on the other end, drops more.
The car factory represents the first assembly line to mass-produce cars in the United States, which is the Model T. On the second level is agricultural base, and alternative fuel sources on this level are solar, hydroelectric, and wind energy. The core in the fluid power is connected to our local economy and the production of E85 fuel in Charles City and Fairbanks, Iowa. The car that was released by the lever was fueled by the Dave.
After the corn is dumped, it raises the side of the lever, which releases a car, which knocks onto a weight. The weight falls off of its ledge, pulling a line through our pulley system, opening up a car door. The car, or the train, rolls through, hits a weight off. The weight falls, drops, starts our chemical reaction step. The vinegar goes into our bottle with baking soda in there. Carbon dioxide flows up to our balloon and knocks off a weight.
The release of the train is symbolic of urban transportation, such as the subway in New York City. The use of the subway prevents 400 million pounds of toxic substances from being released into the air each year. The inflation of the balloon represents safety innovation in transportation, which is the airbag.
On the other side, once the weight falls, it starts our electric step. The light switch starts, the winch powers up, pulls our car along. As the car is coming, it pushes our block of wood off, which drops our weighted lever and opens up our top.
The car shown in this step is an electric car, which originally debuted in 1997. The painting of space on the inside of the mountain, specifically Mars, represents limitless innovation in the transportation industry and where it could take human race in the future.
Our chemical engineering design step involved a couple different ideas before this one. Our first one had another bottle set up on this lever here. When the lever lifted, the bottle poured the vinegar right into the baking soda. The problem with that was the gases released from the chemical reaction eventually flowed back into the first bottle rather than up into a balloon, so it wouldn't knock our weight off. And our engineering design process for our fluid power went mostly off of trying to get enough force on the end of the lever to push this syringe up and have enough to dump the corn out.
The engineering design process for the electrical step was, our first idea was to attach the string to the car to knock off the wood. But as we knew, as soon as it knocks off the wood, it would ruin the motor as it would not unattach. So what we did, we cut paper clips into hooks and hooked the string on them. So as soon as it knocks the weight off, it falls in that hole a little bit, causing the string to fall off so it does not ruin our motor. And then for the mechanical step, we have a lever inside just like this, but sitting on the ground. And as soon as the car knocks off the weight, there is a piece of rebar and recycled combine sheet metal that as soon as the weight falls, it lifts up the mountain.
On our first day working on this, we came up with this 3D model, and we wanted to start at the top and work our way to the bottom to increase our amount of potential energy, so that can be transferred to kinetic energy, since energy cannot be created or destroyed. So one of our challenges was the train holding back, or the gate holding back
All right.
Want to grab the thing? Yeah, is there any questions why it's just taking out that thing? It's just
I don't push it. Yeah. All right.